The Red Shirts Union, a clandestine syndicate of faceless, relentless henchmen serving the city's most ruthless underworld bosses, had decided they had enough. In an unprecedented act of rebellion, they put their tools of the trade aside and declared a strike, demanding better working conditions and respect, leaving their employers powerless and exposed. Freddy the Thumb, so named for his peculiar habit of using his thumb to express displeasure or agreement, was the undisputed kingpin of the city's organized crime. This strike had left him vulnerable. He was a man of strategy, not a man of the field. His domain was the shadowy corner of an upscale speakeasy, not the grungy, dangerous streets of the city. Deprived of his red shirt-clad soldiers, Freddy felt the strain immediately. He was forced to hit the streets himself, collecting the debts owed to him. His gilded thumb ring, once a symbol of power, seemed to mock him now. There was no finesse, no fear, just the awkward presence of a man unfamiliar with the dirty work. Pushed to desperation, Freddy attempted to handle the other half of his empire, drug trafficking. The cunning mind behind many successful operations was now a vulnerable salesman on the city's grimy streets. He missed the smooth efficiency of his henchmen, their ability to fade into the crowd, their street savvy. Furthermore, Freddy was compelled to step into the blood-soaked rings of his illegal fight clubs. He was a spectator, not a participant. The first fight was a disaster, his inexperience glaringly obvious. His strength had always been in his mind, his strategies. The physical brutality of the fight clubs was far removed from his comfort zone. Despite the odds, Freddy persevered, driven by desperation and the survival of his empire. But his efforts were futile. Without the protection of his henchmen, he was exposed. Rival gang leaders capitalized on his vulnerability, making their moves against him. One night, as Freddy stumbled down a dark alley after a botched debt collection, he was cornered by members of a rival gang. They pounced, mercilessly beating him. Freddy fought back, but he was outnumbered and outmatched. The city's once feared Kingpin was left battered and bruised in the alley, a pitiful remnant of his former self. Word of Freddy's downfall spread throughout the city's underworld. His empire crumbled, his influence waned, and his legacy became a cautionary tale. The strike of the Red Shirts Union, initially seen as a minor hiccup in the operations, had led to a profound power shift. In the end, Freddy was left alone, a fallen king with no kingdom. The red shirts he had once loathed now symbolized a tragic loss, a reminder of the power he once wielded. A bitter tear slid down Freddy's cheek as he looked down at his thumb, once a symbol of authority, now just an appendage on a defeated man's hand. The city moved on, leaving Freddy the Thumb to his solitude and regret. The sad end of a once mighty mob boss, brought down not by the law, but by the very henchmen who served him. Hey everyone, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and share it with your friends. Also, let me know in the comments or in our Discord channel if you'd like to hear a certain story in my next post.